Hi listeners, it's Danny Crouch, the listing coach from chooseyourchapter.com.au. Wanted to talk to you again about customer service, and of course this is generally comes from what I've experienced. Had some interesting times, as you can see in the background here. I've just bought a new banner and taken it, had it delivered from Sydney, so I had an awesome experience with a branding person. She's fantastic, Jenny Godfrey. She has put this together for me, and I'm waiting on another one. Now, where the experience comes in, and this is where I'm curious whether businesses and companies actually listen to their customers. I have a home office as well as where I work out in the community. I generally work from home when I know I'm going to have a delivery come to me. So I was aware that this banner was coming last Wednesday. I was here, and I'm generally here every morning from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock, unless I go out for an appointment, and I make sure I do not book appointments when I've got something on that day. Fairly straightforward, very simply to understand. Now, it just happens that the day this was delivered, it's written on the card 5 p.m. Of course, I was here 5 p.m. Why didn't I find out the banner was here? Not sure. So that was a Wednesday. Rang on the Thursday, because obviously when I check the mailbox at night, the company's not open, so I rang them on the Thursday. They said the only time they could deliver it was on the Friday. So the delivery guys obviously don't work on the Thursday, or they're not prepared to deliver it that day. Not sure, I don't know, I didn't ask. I had an event on the Friday, so I definitely said, look, it's not going to happen on the Friday. How about we do it on the Monday? So all good. I said, okay, is there a rough idea of what time it might come? They said, no, we can't give you a time. It'll be between 9 and 5. I don't understand that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I know that there are a lot of guys out on the road that actually work as contractors, not employees, and they work on PDAs or handheld systems where they have to log each job when they arrive and when they leave. I don't quite understand these days with technology how when you suggest that you've finished a job and you're heading towards another one, it can't send out an automatic text message saying, we'll be there within the hour. Or when the job before sends it, I don't know. It just doesn't equate to me. Anyway, they couldn't give me a window between 9 and 5. So basically I've got to sit here for 8 hours and wait for a guy to show up. I waited and waited and waited. Monday came round, and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got a call saying, can you be at a certain place at a certain time? And I thought, well, hang on, I'm still waiting for this guy. I still don't know what time this guy's coming to deliver this banner, guy or girl. I don't mean to be sexist in any way. So I rang the company. I said, look, is there any way I can get an estimated time of when this guy's going to arrive? They said, actually, they're not going to come today because the package is still sitting in the dispatch. They forgot to pick it up this morning. I said, well, that's wonderful, isn't it? That's quite an experience for me. I've sat here since 9 o'clock this morning waiting for someone to turn up. And I'm guessing, had I not rung, no one would have showed up, no one would have called me, and I would have been sitting here at 5 o'clock going, where is my package? Okay, awesome. So I thought, I've got to find a way to solve this issue. So I think I'll go down to the local post office, which is a newsagent outlet, which is fine. They're a dual setup. And I've also had issues with the postal service here in this country. I live in a unit block, so for some reason, instead of pressing the bell of my unit number, they stick a card in the letterbox, so I've got to go down to the newsagent. So I've said this numerous times, and I've spoken to the newsagent when I've gone in to pick up these envelopes or whatever they are. And they said, look, we've got no control over it. This is the post office. They dictate their contractors whether they need to ring the bell or just leave a card. I thought, awesome, okay, so I've got a courier company that won't ring my bell. I've got a post office, a national post office service that won't ring my bell. What's the other option? Okay, maybe I get a PO box. So I went down this morning and to just explain my situation. She said, oh yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, we've got none available. They're all full. I said, fancy that. You get pushed into a situation where there is one company or one government body that is controlling the postal service, and they don't even ring your bell. They don't knock on the door. So what other choice do you have than other than get a post office box? But you can't get one because they're full. And I said, okay, well, what are the chances of me getting the courier company to send the package to you? She said, you know what? We can't really allow that. But to be honest, the courier company won't do that because they see the post office as a competitor. So they don't want to work with the post office. So they don't want to deliver my package. They don't even want to put it in from dispatch into the truck. They don't want to call on approach. They don't want to send me a text message. They don't want to deliver my package. So in the past, what I would do here is name and shame this company. I'm not even going to bother doing that because I'm not going to warrant professing that name on social media. The bell even agrees. So what do? I've got to find a reputable courier company. So I actually rang the banner company that I'm getting it delivered through and designed through. And I said, look, I would appreciate it if you do not use that company, because I'm actually waiting on a second banner to be delivered by tomorrow for a function that I have. I am concerned that this company's not going to deliver it. So I rang her and said, look, can they use a different company? Because I just don't trust it's going to show up. They say they're going to do something and then they don't do something. And to just give you a little bit of an insight backhanded, the guy that I rang on Monday said, bad luck, mate. Yeah, these things happen. Doesn't matter. That's customer service for you. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it might not matter to you because you're getting paid to sit around on the other end of the phone, but this is costing me. I'm actually wasting my time ringing you because I've just paid a premium service for your lack of service. I might sound like I'm preaching now. Well, yeah, this is the sort of mood that I'm in. And I don't mean to come across as judgmental. I am just suggesting that I'm trying to accept the great companies for who they are that care about their customers. So if you know a courier company who can come through with this sort of stuff, and I do actually know a guy who works for a company, and I'm hoping he will see this message. I might even tag him into it on Facebook and see if he's interested, because I'm going to start referring people to your company if it's great. And I will say to people, and I'll tell you if it is you, who this company is that I will never use again, in the hope that if you're partnering with them, you don't use them either, because their service was a disgrace. But I'm listening to my customers. I'm hoping you're listening to me. If you want to listen a bit more, jump on the MyQuest Facebook page or check out our website, chooseyourchapter.com.au. Great talking to you, great listening to you. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Danny from chooseyourchapter.com.au. All the best. Hooroo.